So we are not going to necessarily... Oh, right. Curtail bureaucracy. Fund infrastructure. What does this do? Oh, right. The most important role of an evolving state is to take greater responsibilities for the ongoing maintenance of constructed infrastructure. In the absence of the state, the elites will fund infrastructure they feel will benefit their interests. In the absence of elites, only the state can intervene to ensure the ongoing continuation of infrastructure across the realm. Infrastructure can be highly expensive to maintain, and great care should be taken to ensure funding is secure for any ambitious state. In addition, high levels of funding may not be possible without centralization government reform in the future. Aha. Right, well, maybe we'll let it be for a little bit, but now we know that why the reform that we tried to do failed. There's a button to increase the influence of the bureaucrats in the same panels where you increase state reach. Uh-huh. I'm not entirely sure where you increase the state reach then. I mean, the direct bureaucracy is probably one way to do it. Oh right, this just gives you the idea of what is the things. You write and reforms. But this is similar but for all the others. Bureaucracy and stability. Oh, national income, revenue, tax farming is actually an expenditure, and corruption is quite a bit of an expenditure. Home expenses, wages, manpower, and property. You have land is 11%. No, 1.14%, sorry. Okay. Still clueless how to manage the state. Yeah, fair enough. I guess we'll have to learn along the way. Unless it's somewhere in the... Well, it's probably not in the government tab. This is map mode. Oh, here's the thing that I was thinking about. Establish Livorno as harbor of the Crown Ducato. You need to have admin tech 18, 600 ducats, and have at least harborage level 2 in Livorno. And that would give us minor natural harbor and important natural features. And then eventually we can also do improve Pisa, which is gonna get rid of the no natural harbor thing and give it a small natural harbor. Kind of. Let's actually have a look at, we can see the... That's the autonomy, bureaucrats. State reach at 5%. New disease. There's something about the state reach that we could do in here. Well, let's actually have a look at the fund infrastructure. What does the configuration do? Oh, right, I realize what it does. It's basically the... You can put in, like, certain amounts of funding into these. Oh, wait, no, you can fund the percentage of the cost of things. Okay. Right. That makes sense. We'll look at the direct bureaucracy again. We can expand the bureaucracy. That's going to increase the state reach. Okay, let's give this a try. Yeah, that does increase our corruption, but it should also increase the state reach a little bit, which might allow us to start doing some of the reforms, which in turn is going to allow us to get the corruption going down slowly but surely. Plus, the corruption is going to go down in a few years, by the looks of it. Well, at least it's going to go down a little bit in the next few years. Right, we still have no naval materials to build light ships. Max is 100 right now. I'm sure that there is something that we could do about it, but I'm not entirely sure why exactly it is. I mean, it's a bit... Hold on a minute. A wonderful colour. I know it's not quite the vanilla Florence colour, but it'll do. True, it is better than no colour. You are correct on that one. Let's see, there's... Just looking at all the options that we have, it's not really what I'm looking for exactly. I remember that at one point, or some older version, there was you could kind of divert the how much wood industry is going to go into shipbuilding, I suppose, kind of, but I think that's obsolete now. I was just trying to figure out how to get a bit of naval materials in. We only got enough for some of the smaller ships. We lost a advisor. There would be a level 2 advisor there, but I think we're going to go with level 1s for now. We're going to go for Diplotech costs. Oh, Diplo reputation increase might not be bad either. You know what, we'll go for that one. Oh, interesting. That province. I think we're going to go with just the coastal provinces, or at least these two right now. And then... hold on a minute. I know that I should... oh, right, open new slots. There we go. And... what was the name? Naval Urban Industry. Cash crops, spices, game, pearls, ivory, chips. That's probably the one. Let's see if that works. They might not have anything, to be fair, in there right now, but if we could deselect these now. So are they going to be... well, it's probably going to take a year or so before they start producing any... oh, but we can get the... oh, well, I'm not actually going to take the Diplo tech quite yet. It would be kind of wasting points right at this moment. Right, so it hasn't started producing anything there yet. Industry. Actually, pause for a moment and check this area. Does it have any naval yet? It does have ships in there, but it might not have any... oh, it has an option in there. Okay, so what I have in mind is we are going to try this out then. It is technically industry, so we'll invest a little bit on both of these. Then we're going to have a look if they can manage to get the industry going. For those. Well, we'll probably need to wait for a month at least to take over for it to recalculate that. Although I think it recalculates the industries at the start of the year anyway. So we'll probably just wait until the start of the year then. But if that's the case, then we can maybe assume, or start getting some naval materials. We can get some ships, we can start doing some, or get some trade ships rather, and we can get a little bit out of it. There's a good thing that I have Alberto here just googling the wiki for me, to kind of get the idea of what needs to be done. Right, we can get the strong backbone, bit better unit at least. Army is a bit small, to be fair, but it will have to do now. Still haven't gotten the... oh, right, yeah, for the mission we need to get the 6 military force limit. Don't remember which one was it again. Not the pirates, it's the... oh, wait, was it this one? Just try to get wiki Reddit post with people who have done all the work and reap your results. I mean, fair enough. Okay, so it is this one, but we've actually already done this at one point, which is slightly surprising. Oh right, the puncher bar weight. Well, we can't see the tooltip quite yet, but I think it was something like 12 or 15 units. Or the next, or the second level in there, so that's probably gonna be a... yeah, it's 12 units. Okay, let's have a look. Can we get... oh, there it goes, the taxi. Siena announced us as a rival. That's a bold move. If they declare war on me, then I should still be fine. Let's have a look at the property usage at least. Oh, I suppose I could have the industry. The ships there... oh... right, the skill is very low, so they're not going to be producing a lot, but they are going to be producing some. And technically speaking, actually, if we have a look at the production in here, the... it's not the fisheries, it's the industry. Well, we own like half a unit of land there, that's not a lot. Actually, yeah, no, that's not giving us the numbers. Industry. Ship. So yeah, it's a tiny bit of production there. Basically not providing any profit yet. And then industry through here. We have a look at the ships, so the outputs is basically nothing. So far, I'm sure that we'll get something out of it, but it's... I suppose since it's, oh, the efficiency is like a 1% right now, it's going to take a while before they can produce the stuff properly. Actually, we've got... oh, never mind. Just Discord wanted to tell me that... yes, I did go live. Oh, and the commandant has died. Oh no. The ability is not going to like that. Should probably choose someone that is relatively young. I mean, that would be 43 years old commandant, which wouldn't be bad. Oh, needs one of... oh, right, the higher level, the more corruption you get. Interesting. I think I'll go with the commandant anyway. Should be able to keep him up for at least 15 years, maybe more. Ooh, and we are starting to get quite a bit of papal influence. Because we could buy the indulgence again, but I am actually the biggest contributor to the... well, actually not anymore. I used to be the biggest contributor to the courier coffers for a while. Only like a yearly basis. Oh, and the stability did indeed go down. Unfortunately, I can't do much about that. It will go up. We'll just need to kind of wait for a while. The rebels are kind of liking this situation, I suppose. Right, is it? No, it's not really providing naval materials yet. I think in a year or two it's going to get better. How's the corruption doing now? It is still going down by 0.41 per year, so in about a year we'll be below 21 corruption at least. Oh, and let's actually have a look at the state reach. It's still 5%. Oh. Well. I thought it would be going up. But I guess not. So did it say anything about the how to increase the state reach then, other than doing the screw down one button and wait for some years for it to go up? Or I mean, I suppose technically speaking, if you start funding a bit more of the things, well, the state starts to fund more things, it probably has a bit more reach then in that regard. Okay, the Republican tradition is going up very slightly. The increase is actually quite small. Oh, Ottomans will pay 14 ducats to Venice and its allies. Wow, the Ottomans lost that war. Well, technically speaking. Oh, hello, Genoa. Looks like you are having a bit of a war against the White Horde, Albania and Morea. I wasn't expecting that. Did you declare that war? Genoa's conquest of Crimea. Oh, you did. You didn't call me in. Which is actually good for me. Which In that case, if I was to declare war on you, do you know I would not join? On the other hand, I would still be alone against all those. I would be able to get up to 6,000 men probably relatively easily. But the attrition would be pretty bad. I mean, I'd be able to probably kind of beat these armies, but I wouldn't be able to siege down everything. That would be a bit of a problem. And are there actually mercenaries? They are mercenaries. I mean, those would be kind of expensive, but it might be something that we'll have to take. Ah. That's actually... well, ooh, right, these are actually quite small. Oh, we got the force limit though. We can get another unit. Do we have the manpower? We do have a bit of extra manpower. Foresters for ship materials. That makes sense. Like, I'm sure that they do need some forestry in there. I mean, I suppose... let's have a look at the property in here. So there's the forestries in here. Oh, right. Well, let's actually do that then. We'll figure out how this works. Invest a little bit on forestry in both of those. So next year we'll have a bit of wood industry. And it might work. And we still haven't gotten the stability back, have we? No, we have not, and we are 85% to the next, or to the level 0 again. But hey, at least we're going to get the core in Pisa soon. Which, oh right, yeah, that is part of our state already. Good. Right, so at the start of the year we should be able to see a bit of an increase in the... oh, there's actually a bit of forestry in here already. There's going to be even more. Oh, and truce with Badao ended. Interesting. And the Genoese have probably gotten a truce because I can see 7,000 men in here. But we're not actually doing all that badly in terms of money, at least. And, oh right, we were not actually recruiting more troops. We probably should have recruited the unit before the year started, or year switched over, because that would have meant that we'd be getting a bit of extra manpower. Okay, are we now getting any? Oh yes we are! Max 500! Oh boy! That is an improvement. So let's actually have a look at the industry here now, so we can see the ship's production. Oh right, we are on the correct page over here. Indeed we did it. So output 1.1 naval supplies. There's a bit of... oh right, fiber, fuel, raw, urban are the inputs for the ships. It outputs a bit of luxury and naval. Okay. Well, that's good. We are still about 4 years ahead of time in tech. I'm kind of tempted to do... oh, hello. The state reach has actually gone up by 1% now. Okay, so we're getting some progress in here. Once we get the state reach a bit higher, we'll be able to do a few more things, I reckon. Right, so does Pisa actually have the production for the naval? Producing textiles, processed materials, armaments... but no, it doesn't have the naval industry. It doesn't have forestry. Not really. It doesn't really have room for forestry. I mean, I suppose it's grass flats, so kind of makes sense. So actually, I think the Livorno is going to be our best place for shipbuilding, most likely. Although it doesn't have harborage right now. Oh, actually, since we're now producing some naval, that means that we're not buying as much, hopefully. To kind of provide for the harborages and all that. That's going to be interesting. Election. I want to keep this guy. Seems rather good, although it does increase the corruption, but the reduced tech cost is quite handy. It would cost 500 diplo points. That's a bit expensive. So what was it, the things for example, the local justice here? What did we need to have? They reach average 15 and bureaucratic influence 20. Okay, that's a bit high. Direct bureaucracies. Align the cabinet, so that would be... Bureaucrats gain power. Also, we would lose the stability. Oh, and we'd be gaining skill 3, statesman, composer, coroner. Okay. Manage reputation or prestige. Interesting, but also increases stability, increase intervals. So maybe not right now. Yeah, we definitely want to get the stability 1. Preferably... Well, yeah, stability 1 definitely. Not just stability 0. Which we are hopefully getting soon. Right, but at least we're now getting the naval materials, so soon enough we will be able to get at least a little bit. You know what? I might actually even invest a bit more in the forestries in Livorno. Should be a relatively small investment. Of course, in the end it's probably not going to be doing all that much. There's... Oh, there's no more room for forestries in here. Now, I know that there are some texts and stuff like that that will increase it. I say forestry maintenance. Oh. Interesting. The state is taking most of the forestries in there. I suppose we could also have forestries in Volterra, among other places. I mean, do we have a lot of... Oh no, we don't have a lot of forestries in there. Well, in that case... Let's do that one. So how much is it gonna be? I mean, it's basically 0 right now. If we could get a bit more, that'd be really nice. Of course, it's gonna have to wait until the start of the year probably to be recalculated. Right, so oh, yeah, we've got all of these. That's kind of pointless as a notification right now. I suppose I could take these as non-vital things. As for the Crown of Italy, that's going to be a little bit away. Right, so how's the diplomacy stuff going in? Oh no. Genoa is still fighting. They're fighting a lot. Hold on, so Bologna, you had Siena and Trent as allies. You are part of the Genoan League as well. Got a vassal. Oh, right, so if you fight any of that, the vassal is also going to be in there, so... that does pose a bit of a problem there. And I don't think I have the manpower and... Well, mostly the manpower to fight most of my neighbors at once. So we're kind of stuck here until we can get maybe a bit of a navy and stuff like that to make sure that we have an income and maybe start eyeing out some other areas that we could get claims on. Problem is that the Z-zones that we have to claim on stuff is the Ligurian Sea, which is mostly Genoa. Hey, stability 0. And then we got the Tirharian Sea, which is mostly Aragon. Can Florence upgrade any buildings? It possibly could. Actually, let's have a look at the population. So we got urban population of a bit more than 100,000. How much do the amenities give? Capacity for 200,000, so we don't need to upgrade that one. Like, Florence itself, I don't think necessarily need to upgrade buildings. The roads might be something that could maybe be upgraded, but I think it's going to be kind of expensive. Or the Capitol building. That might also be kind of worthwhile. I'll just wait for the end of the year, and I'll have a look if we'll have even more naval supplies to use.